Bishop mubwire ngo kuko kubaturafirikana igikorwa yabashije gukora atekereza ku bavandimwe bazize ko basa nuko bitwa. Tumushimire wumve ko tumushimiye kandi zadushimishije cyane.
Ndashimira Minisiteri yitwa Samaritan yakoze igikorwa cyiza cyane. Byari byiza ko na semaine prochaine n'abandi bazatekereza kuko twavuze kuko ari mu maboko yabo
intego za Good Samaritan.
As we mentioned earlier, the purposes of Good Samaritan,
hari ibikorwa twebwe dufite intego zo gufasha.
Our purpose mostly is to help, support, empower.
Ntabwo gusa dufasha imfubyi n'abapfakazi gusa.
We do not only support orphans and widows,
ahubwo dufite gusa umutima wo gufasha habe na victims,
but we have a heart of helping anybody who is vulnerable, including the victims.
Yes, turabaramukije kandi tubahaye ikaze mwebwe abadukurikira muri ahatandukanye ku migabane y'isi itandukanye, abari muri Afrika, muri Amerika, mu Burayi, Aziya ndetse na Australia. Mwese turabona abadukurikira, tubonereho n'umwanya wo kubashimira. Mu by'ukuri mwebwe bamaze gukora subscribe kuri BMC, mudukurikira umunsi ku munsi, bityo nawe ubona gifite umurongo w'umutuku muri telefone yawe, ndagusaba kwakanda kugira ngo uzubone ibiganiro bica hano tukimara kubishiraho. Nitwa Bonfise Gapangwa, ndi mu gihugu ca Kenya, mu mujyi wa Nairobi, ahabaye igikorwa cyateguwe n'umuryango wa Good Samaritan Ministry. Ikaba ari ministeri imaze gukora ibikorwa by'indashikirwa bitandukanye byagiye biba muri iki gihugu. Nagiye mbana nabo, mbonaho bafashaga imfubyi, abapfakazi, abishuriwe amashuri, babafasha no mu buzima busanzwe. Uyu munsi naho habaye igikorwa kidasanzwe, navuga nagiye mbonamo abantu bagizweho ingaruka n'intambara bakomoka mu gihugu ca Kongo, abarashwe, bakomeretse, abamugaye, abo bose bahuriye muri iki giterane. Nyuma yuko byabaye gutyo, twegereye bamwe mu bateguye uwo muhango ndetse n'abawuyoboye kugira ngo badusangize amakuru cyangwa se intego y'iki giterane cyaba cyabereye hano kidasanzwe cyo gufasha aba bantu. Uyu ni umwe mu babaye muri uyu muhango ndetse bagize uwo muryango wa Good Samaritan. Ndagira ngo mbere yuko dutangira tumuha umwanya abibwire. Ndaza gufatikanya na mugenzi wanje hano ukoresha ururimi rw'icyongereza kugira ngo iki gikorwa cyabaye cyangwa se iyi nkuru ibashe kugera no ku bandi batumva ururimi cyane ko ari igikorwa cyiza.
Yeah, my name is Justin Byari. Merci. Yeah, thanks. That's all.
Yes, merci. Dufatikanye rero, ndagira ngo umutumirwa turi kumwe atwibwire hanyuma tuganire.
Would like our guest today to introduce himself so we get to know who he is in details.
Nitwa Reverend Alex.
I'm Reverend Alex.
Tuye mu gihugu ca Kenya.
I live in Kenya.
Niho dukora umurimo w'Imana.
That's where we serve the Lord.
Kora mu itorero rya Mahanayi muri Revive International.
We work in the Church of Manaimu Revival International.
Nanone kandi nkaba ndi umwe mu banyamuryango ba Good Samaritan.
And I am a member of Good Samaritan.
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Good Samaritan ni umuryango munini, nabonye ufite aba members benshi batandukanye. Wowe ushinzwe iki muri Good Samaritan cyangwa se ufite mu zihe nshingano?
Good Samaritan is a big family or a big ministry. I've seen like you've got so many members. What is your responsibility? What do you do in Good Samaritan?
Barakoze cyane kuko babivuze. Good Samaritan ifite abanyamuryango benshi koko.
Thank you so much. Like as you've seen, Good Samaritan has a lot of members.
Ariko ngewe hano nkora nk'umuyobozi wungirije.
So I work as an assistant of our leader here in Nairobi.
Ko niko kazi nkora muri Good Samaritan.
That's what I do here in Good Samaritan.
Ku bantu barimo bakurikira kino gikorwa, iki ni gikorwa kimwateguye gifite iyihe ntego?
Now, to people who are doing this activity, what is the activity that you prepared and what its purpose? What is the have to serve the people?
barakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Ndagira ngo wenda tubagezeho intego mu ncamake.
So I just want to explain the purpose briefly.
Ariko tubanza gushimira cyane cyane umunyamakuru wacu Bonfils Gapangwa.
Firstly, thanking our journalist Bonfils Gapangwa.
Kubera ko akomeza kudufasha mu bintu byinshi.
Because he's been one of the great helping us in a lot of things.
Nanone kandi twongera gushimira translator wacu.
And again, thanking our translator, interpreter.
Igikorwa nyamukuru cy'uyu munsi.
Thank you so much. The event of today.
Kuko Good Samaritan mu ntego zayo nyamukuru ari gufasha abantu batishoboye.
As you know, that one of the purposes and the ministry of Good Samaritan, it's helping up people who are vulnerable.
cyane abapfakazi n'imfubyi.
Mostly we do help widows and orphans.
Kandi ibyo byarakozwe.
And we've done that for several times.
Hanyuma rero igikorwa cy'uyu munsi.
But today
kwari gufasha abantu bagizweho n'ingaruka z'intambara.
The event of today was supporting and helping the victims in the war that happened back in DRC.
Kuko mubizi igihugu cyacu cya Congo cyagiye kigira intambara z'uburyo butandukanye.
As you know that we faced a lot of wars in DRC.
Muri izo ntambara rero hakaba bagiye bagira ingaruka z'ubumuga zo kuba nta kintu babasha kwikorera.
So throughout the wars some have been handicaps, infirmities, without arms, without legs, and wounded in different way that they can't work and do anything.
Bituma rero dutegura ubufasha butoya kugira ngo hari wenda bubashe kubafata mu bafasha mu gihe gito.
So that's why we prepared and got them a little service of help that can help them in a very limited time.
Tubagaragariza igikorwa cy'umusamariya mwiza w'imbabazi.
Showing the work of compassion which is of a good Samaritan.
Icyo rero nicyo cyari igikorwa cy'uyu munsi cyari kigenderewe no kugira ngo dufashe abo bavandimwe bagiye bagira ibyo bibazo by'ingaruka z'intambara.
So that was the main purpose of today's event.
Uko mwateguye kino gikorwa niko cagenze, mbese plan yanyu mwabaye successful nguko mwabyifuzaga muri uno muhango?
You were one of the people who coordinated and planned this event of today. So did it go as planned or it went somehow?
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Ndabona mu byukuri uko twabiteguye byagenze neza.
I believe how we planned it went accordingly.
Icyambere intego nyamukuru yacu yabashwe kugerwaho.
So our main purpose for today was well reached.
Ari ubwitabire bw'abantu n'amatorero zari bimeze neza.
We had the audience coming in.
Ndetse n'intego nyamukuru y'igikorwa twari tugamije gukora naco cyakozwe neza.
And the main purpose of supporting the victims was well done.
Gusa nubwo abafashwa bari benshi.
Although we had a quite number of people who needed support.
Kandi twifuza ko bose bafashwa.
And we wanted all of them to be supported.
Gusa kubera ubushobozi bwacu wenda batabashije kugerwaho bose uko tubabona bangana.
Only that due to our lack of resources we couldn't reach to all of them.
Ariko abo twari twatekereje turi bufashe uyu munsi twabasha kubafasha bijyanye n'ubushobozi bwacu uko bwari bungana.
But those that we planned we were able to get and reach to all of them and support them.
Hanyuma nanone nabonye hari hitabiriye abantu bafite ubumuga ari benshi kandi ubufasha mwabutanze mwiyambaje cyangwa se mwifashishije bamwe mu batumirwa mwari mufite harimo abayobozi ba community ndetse n'abapasteri n'abanyamuryango ba Good Samaritan. Abantu mwahaye ubufasha mwabonye babyakiriye gute?
I've seen that the audience, the people were there. The invited people, the guests that you invited, including the leaders of the community, pastors, and also the people that you were supposed to help. I mean, how did they receive? What was their reaction towards your help to them?
Mu byukuri uko bibona uko twabibonaga ko tubibona ndabona mu byukuri babyakiriye neza.
From what I saw and from what I can see, they were really happy about if I can tell from their reaction, it was really something awesome to them.
kubera ko ni igikorwa cyari kivuye ku rukundo,
Because it was a work coming from the heart
ni
of
nayo
love.
mpamvu nabo babyakiriye neza mu rukundo n'ibyishimo ndetse
And
n'umunezero.
that's why they received it with happiness, joy, and gladness.
pasiteri wenda tugana ku musozo kuko ndaza kwakira na coordinator uhagarariye Good Samaritan muri Africa agira icyo avuze. Niki wabwira abatanze ubwo bufasha kugira ngo mubashe gufasha abo bantu? Mwebwe mwari kuri tele mwakoze iki gikorwa, message wamushikiriza ndetse na community y'abanyamurenge mwafashije, niki wababwira?
Pastor, before we go to the coordinator, because he has as well something to speak, what can you tell the people who supported you throughout this event and other people who are watching all across the world?
Murakoze cyane kuko bivuze.
Thank you so much.
Ndagira ngo dushimire mu by'ukuri abantu batandukanye.
I want to first thank different people.
cyane ndagira ngo nshimire abanyamuryango bacu ba Good Samaritan dukorana buri munsi.
Firstly, I want to thank our members of Good Samaritan. We do work together every day.
Duhereye kuri coordinator wacu,
starting from our coordinator
ndetse n'abanyamuryango
and all the members of Good Samaritan,
kubera ko bitabiriye,
because they were present.
Nanone kandi ndagira ngo nshimire abashumba b'amatorero batwitabye uyu munsi.
Again, I want to thank the leaders of the church who came today in this event.
Abo bose mu by'ukuri bagaragaje igikorwa cy'urukundo cy'ubwitabire bwinshi.
They've all shown the work of love and getting together.
Igikorwa cyacu kigenda neza.
And that's made our event to be well prepared today.
Ndagira ngo dushimire mu by'ukuri umuyobozi wacu missionary Bishop Bizinde.
And mostly I want to thank our leader missionary Jean de Dieu Bizinde,
ari nawe wagize iriyerekwa cyane rya Good Samaritan,
who is the visionary of Good Samaritan.
Burya ikintu cyose kugira ngo gikorwe neza,
in order for every good thing to be done accordingly,
biterwa n'iyerekwa ryagutse.
He has to have an expanded vision.
Kubera ko umuyobozi wacu agira iyerekwa ryagutse,
because our leader has an expanded vision.
Niyo mpamvu ibintu bikomeze kugenda neza.
That's why things are well done.
Nkaba ngira ngo rero tumushimire.
First, I want to thank him so much.
Ndetse n'umuryango we, madamu we n'abana,
together with his wife and kids,
kubera ko ubufasha batanga no buva mu muryango.
Because the support they normally offer, it is coming out of the family.
Ndabizi kandi ko n'ubundi nawe agira abandi bashobora kuba mwunganira.
And I know for sure he has people who support him, sponsor him in this work.
Abatera nkunga b'uyu muryango wa Good Samaritan,
the sponsors of this Good Samaritan.
Ndagira ngo tubashimire byimazeyo.
We want to thank them from the bottom of our hearts.
Mu by'ukuri babikora n'urukundo n'ibyishimo.
They've done it with joy and love deep down in their hearts.
Kandi ntabwo bahwema kubikora.
And they've never ceased in well doing.
Ndatekereza ko n'uyu munsi barimo babitekereza.
And I think and I believe they are thinking upon this ministry every single
Tukaba
day.
rero tubashimira mu by'ukuri ku bwitange bukomeye.
We really thank them and we are grateful for their support.
Ndetse n'ubushobozi bagenda batanga umunsi ku wundi.
The support that they give day after day, we thank them and our God bless them.
Mu izina ry'umuryango wa Good Samaritan
In the name of Good Samaritan,
kabangira ngo tubashimire.
we thank them so much.
Kandi Imana ibahereze umugisha.
And praying that God will bless them forever.
Nanone tugize amahirwe yo kubona coordinator wa Good Samaritan muri Africa. Ngira ngo niwe ufite ibanga nyamukuru ry'ibikorwa bya Good Samaritan kandi uhabera umuyobozi mukuru utuye muri Australia. Ndagira ngo muhe umwanya wenda kuba mukurikiye ari ubwa mbere nawe abibwire hanyuma tuganire.
So fortunate to meet the coordinator of Good Samaritan in Africa, who is the assistant of the visionary who is in Australia. So I would like yourself to you to introduce yourself to us and get to tell us who you are in deep.
Murakoze cyane, Imana ibaha umugisha BMC hamwe na interpreter. Merci. Amazina yanjye nitwa Pastor Ngirabakunzi. Nkaba ndi umushumba w'itorero rya Harmony Grace Church hano muri Nairobi. Nkaba nkuriye n'igikorwa cha Good Samaritan in Africa.
Thank you so much, journalist BMC. My name is Ngirabakunzi. I am the reverend and the pastor of Harmony Grace here in Nairobi, Kenya. And as well, I am the coordinator of Good Samaritan here in Africa.
Good Samaritan ni umuryango urimo ukora ibikorwa byinshi cyane muri uno mwaka mumaze gukora events zitandukanye zitanga ubufasha butandukanye. Nagira ngo wenda abantu benshi bifuza gukora ibyiza ariko bikabagora, hari abatekereza gukora ibi ariko bikabagora. Mwebwe mubishobora mute kugira ngo mwe mukora ibikorwa bingana gutya buri mwaka? Strategy mukoresha cyangwa se ibanga ni irihe kugira ngo n'abandi babe bafatiraho bakomeze bafashe abantu?
Yeah, Good Samaritan, you've really been working so hard with so many events that you've done this year. And I believe you should probably give other people who are wishing to do that the secret that makes you work and serve the community as hard as you do. What is the secret to do that?
Murakoze cyane, nta yindi secret ihari usibye kuko twebwe umuryango wa Good Samaritan ni umuryango ufite impuhwe zo kugira ngo zibashe gufasha abandi, kandi muri zimwe z'intego tugira Good Samaritan duharanira ijambo ry'Imana no gukora n'iterambere. Izo nizo ntego cyane nyamukuru za Good Samaritan. Murakoze.
Thank you so much. I would say we've got no mysterious secret, but the only secret I can tell to people is that we are a ministry filled of compassion and selfless. That's the power that pushes us to do what we do. And one of our purposes is to help other people in what we have, in compassion, and bringing the development within the community. Thank you so much.
Ibikorwa mumaze gukora ni byinshi, imbogamizi mugenda muhura nazo mu facinga hano mu gihugu ca Kenya aho mumaze gukora event hose nizi?
You've done so many work, as we all know, but can you please tell us about the circumstances that you've been facing throughout the ministry of Good Samaritan?
Murakoze cyane. Imbogamizi ya mbere tugira,
thank you so much. Our first circumstance
nijanye n'ubushobozi.
It goes with, it is in alignment with the resources, the finances.
Kuko umutwaro Bishop Jean de Dieu agira,
because the burden and the passion of Bishop Jean de Dieu
nukufasha abantu benshi,
it is to help so many people as possible.
Ariko kubera impamvu z'ubushobozi buke,
but because of limited resources,
nico gituma dufasha abantu bake.
That's why we reach to few people as possible.
Ni ukubera ubushobozi.
That because of the limited resources.
Kuki iyi round cyangwa se muri no event mwatekereje gufasha abantu bagizwe ingaruka n'intambara?
If I may ask, why did in this event you decided to help victims of the war, the war and atrocities back in DRC?
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Ubundi twavuze ngo intego za Good Samaritan,
as we mentioned earlier, the purposes of Good Samaritan,
hari ibikorwa twebwe dufite intego zo gufasha.
Our purpose mostly is to help, support, empower.
Ntabwo gusa dufasha imfubyi n'abapfakazi gusa.
We do not only support orphans and widows,
ahubwo dufite gusa umutima wo gufasha habe na victims.
But we have a heart of helping anybody who is vulnerable, including the victims that we have here who faced so many problems in the war.
Umuryango w'umusamariya mwiza w'impuhwe.
We are a ministry of Good Samaritan filled with compassion.
Murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much.
Muri iki gikorwa rero nabonye abo mwafashije ari umubare w'abantu batari bake rwose, harimo abacitse amaguru, harimo abacitse amaboko, hari abagenderaga ku mabekiye. Byari ibintu biteye emotion cyane, n'abahabaye bagize amarangamutima kubera ibyo babonaga hariya. Ariko nagira ngo mbaze, nyuma yuko mubaha buno bufasha bo babyakiriye gute? Ikindi mwari mwatumiye abayobozi ba community y'abanyamurenge hano muri Kenya, bo babyakiriye gute nyuma yuko babona mufasha abantu mu bwoko bwabo bagize ikibazo?
Yeah, thank you so much. Like today I've seen you've actually received people that you needed to support today. Some of them, they don't have arms. Some of them, they don't have legs. Some were wounded, shot, and some are walking on crouches. How did they receive it? On top of that, I saw that you invited the leaders of the community. What was their response? Viewing and seeing that you were able to reach to the people of their community. What was their response and the reaction? Can you tell us a little bit of that?
ndashimira minisiteri yitwa samaritan yakoze igikorwa cyiza cyane byari byiza ko na semere prochaine n'abandi bazatekereza kuko twe twavuze kuko ari mu maboko yabo turaganira
ariko mu rwego rwa Kenya ikarita yacu turashimira cyane Bishop umubwire ngo kuko turazerekana igikorwa yabashije gukora atekereza ku bavandimwe bazize ko basa nuko bitwa umushimire wumve ko tumushimiye kandi zadushimishije cyane.
murakoze cyane ukuntu twabibonaga.
Thank you so much. The way we saw it,
abantu bari bishimye rwose
people were extremely joyous
kuko Good Samaritan
because Good Samaritan
ni y'impuhwe ni y'urukundo
was there to reach them throughout love.
kuko babibonye tubikorana urukundo
We did it in love
bituma babyishimira
and they were glad about that.
niki wabwira rero abagize iyo community y'abanyamurenge abo bagizweho ubumuga wenda n'abatari hano n'abanyamurenge muri rusange mwafashije?
Now, what can you tell? What is your word today towards these people, the victims and other people who were not even present?
kubera ko abanyamurenge cyangwa se bamwe mu bagize iyo community hari abafite ubushobozi buruta ubwa Good Samaritan ariko badatekereza gufasha abantu nk'abariya kandi bafite ubushobozi. Niki wababwira muri rusange abagize iyo community?
Now, what can you tell the people who have the means in the community of Banyamulenge? What can you tell them, and what is your awakening to them in supporting the victims and other people such as like?
murakoze cyane. icyo nababwira nuko babasha kugira nabo umutima w'impuhwe bagatekereza gukora kuko gufasha si ibyasagutse ahubwo ni ukugira umutima w'impuhwe. nkababwira ko bahagurukira icyarimwe abatumva abadukurikirana mu bihugu bitandukanye bagafatikanya natwe kugira ngo tubashe gufasha aba victims. murakoze cyane.
Thank you so much. What I can tell people all across the world, it is to have the heart of compassion and mercy to reach towards other people. And reminding them that helping people, we do not help people because we have more than we need, but throughout whatever we have, we can be able to share it with other people. Thank you so much.
nyuma y'iki gikorwa Good Samaritan yakoze cyo gufasha abagizweho ingaruka n'intambara baramugara abandi bararaswa barimo barivuza, ni bihe bikorwa bindi muteganya? Mufite kuzongera kubafasha kugeza bakize cyangwa murateganya ibindi bikorwa bitandukanye niki?
After this work or this event of helping these victims, what is the other plan or event of helping any other people? Will you help these people until they are recovered, or you are planning of reaching out to other people of another state?
murakoze cyane. ubundi viziyo yacu na misiyo yacu ni ugufasha imfubyi n'abapfakazi, tugasura kandi tugafasha n'abantu victims. muri ubwo buryo tuzagenda tubafasha bikurikiranye n'ubushobozi tuzoba twabonye. ni ukuvuga ngo si tubaretse, turi kumwe nabo kandi tubabwira ngo turi kumwe nabo mu bikorwa ibyo ari byo byose.
Thank you so much. So we will keep on supporting them as much as we can, meaning whenever we get the means and the resources, we can be together with them. We're not leaving them and pushing them aside. I believe whenever God enables us to get something, we will always be there for them and showing love and compassion to them.
dusoza kino kiganiro n'icyo wabwira abagukurikiye ndetse by'umwihariko n'abagize uruhare mu gutanga ubushobozi bwabo kugira ngo kino gikorwa kibe.
Ending this conversation of today, this meeting, what can you tell people who are following us, and especially the people who did something, who sponsored this today's event? What can you tell them?
murakoze cyane ijambo ngira ngo mvuge niryo gushima.
Thank you so much. My first word, it is of gratefulness, of thanking people.
banje gushimira assistant coordinator Pastor Alex.
I want to first thank Assistant Coordinator Pastor Alex.
Imana imuhe umugisha.
God bless him.
Sibe kandi gushimira abo dufatikanya komite hano Kenya
And I want to again thank the committee of here in Kenya
n'aba members bose ba Good Samaritan
and all the members of Good Samaritan
badahwema buri munsi gutekereza hejuru y'umurimo.
who earnestly think and work for this ministry.
Imana nayo ibahe umugisha.
God bless them.
Ikindi
And another thing,
shimiye aba mutualite zacu z'abanyamurenge zituye hano muri Kenya,
I want to thank our leaders here in Kenya,
abachairman batwitabye,
the chairman that were present in our event,
bano bantu bose baje ku bwacu,
all of them that came for our sake.
nareka kubashimira.
I can never stop thanking them.
Dushimira n'umuvugabutumwa wacu uyu munsi,
And thanking our evangelist for today,
Pastor Espoir.
Pastor Espoir.
Imana imuhe umugisha.
God bless him.
Ikindi
And another thing,
reka mbashe gushimira Bishop Jean de Dieu Bizinde
I have to thank Bishop Jean de Dieu Bizinde
na madame we Mutesi Solange
and his wife, Madame Mutes Solange,
badahwema gutekereza hejuru y'iki
who
gikorwa.
earnestly and always thinks upon this ministry.
Igihe cyose twakoranye na Bishop Jean de Dieu Bizinde,
Every time that I worked with Bishop Jean de Dieu,
ni umugabo ukunda impinduka.
it is somebody who loves change.
Kandi ikindi
And another thing,
ni umugabo ugira ibitekerezo positifu.
he's somebody with a positive mind.
Kubera izo mpamvu
And for that sake,
ndamushimiye.
I thank him so much.
Ni umugabo w'Imana,
He's a man of God.
ntabwo ari we wasanze ifaranga muri Australia kurusha abandi banyamurenge bahatuye.
He is not the one who has a lot of money than any other person in Australia,
Ariko agira umutwaro.
but he is a burdened man with a very great burden and passion.
Tukaba dusabye Imana
And so we pray the Lord
kugira ngo igume imuhereze imbaraga zo gusohoza ibyo yiyemeje.
to always give him strength to fulfill his mission on earth.
Imana yo mu ijuru imuhe umugisha.
God bless him.
Reka twongere kandi dusimire abaterankunga bahoraho.
And finally, we'll thank our sponsors, supporters,
Greg and Abandi
the family of Greg and Mandy,
badahwema kubana nawe
who always are with him,
kuko gukora niyo ntego y'Imana.
because working, that is the plan and the purpose of God.
Aho bari,
Wherever they are
aho bari ko
and
badukurikirana,
wherever they are following us from,
turabashimiye.
we are very grateful.
Bakomerezaho
We'll ask them to keep it up
kuko turacafite urugenzi runini,
because we still have a great journey
kuko dukeneye kugenda n'ahandi handi
and
abantu
even
benshi.
reach to the yonder places
Imana yo mu
together.
ijuru ibahe umugisha.
God bless them so much.
Dusuye kandi gushimira Pastor Zebedayo na
Again,
madame we
we thank Pastor Zebedee and his wife,
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Imana yo mu ijuru ibahe umugisha.
God bless them so much.
Bahagaraze nabo muri iki gikorwa
They as well stood in this work
cyo gufasha abantu ba victims
to support these victims
aho bari nabo.
wherever they are.
Imana yo mu ijuru ibahe umugisha.
God bless them as well.
Ikindi ca nyuma
And the last,
dushima Imana.
we thank the Lord.
Imana yagize neza,
The Lord has been so good and gracious to us,
yaturemeye Good Samaritan.
who supported and strengthened Good Samaritan ministry.
Dukangurira n'abandi bose,
And telling others,
abandi ba supporters
supporters
bo kumva kino kiganiro
who can hear this and think of something
kugira ngo babashe kudutera inkunga,
to be able to support us
kugira ngo tubashe kugera mu yindi ntambwe.
in order for us to reach many and get in a better place.
data wo mu ijuru abagire neza.
May the Lord bless you.
Imana yo mu ijuru ibane n'uyu murimo wayo.
And may the Lord be with his work.
Imana ya Israheli igumi bagire neza. Murakoze.
Forever. Amen.
Ndabashimiye, nshimiye translator twafatikanyije mu kiganiro, nshimiye wowe wadukurikiye, nanone nshimire Bishop Jean de Dieu ndetse n'umufasha we bagize umutwaro badahwema gukomeza gutekereza gufasha mu gikorwa cy'umusamariya mwiza. Imana ikomeze bacira inzira ibangure ibaha imigisha. Mwakoze wowe utarakora subscribe kuri BMC utazaza ukomeza gucikwa, ibuka uyikore. Kuri Mike mwari kumwe naje Bonfils Gapangwa, mugira amahoro y'Imana, turi kumwe naho butaha.